and Brownie, the podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Monday, Valentine's Day. And one of my longest ever relationships, Dave O'Neill.
Be my Valentine.
Welcome.
Have you ever had a Valentine's Day card?
Have I ever? Yes, I have. I have. Yes.
I got one once when I was in uni. It said my Valentine from the Croydon girl. So there's a lot of girls in Croydon, so we had an SES-style search at a door knock.
Did you find out who it was? No. Oh, do you mean like have I ever had
anonymous one? I had an anonymous one.
Oh, an anonymous one I haven't had. Because that's the tradition, isn't it?
It's meant to be anonymous.
Yeah. Did you know that, Dino?
No.
Yeah, the tradition is that you send your crush a card.
Yeah.
I have sent them in my teen years.
Oh, yeah. Exciting.
But I've never got one, no.
Yeah, what's the point in
coming.
that? Who wins in that scenario?
Well, you know that you've got a secret admirer.
Right.
Yeah, and I think eventually you reveal yourself, but
Oh, do you?
Expose yourself.
the Croydon girl never did.
Oh.
If the Croydon girl
probably
is
still out
listening, if the Croydon girl is listening, what year would this been? Mid-80s?
Yeah, mid-80s, 87, 88, I reckon, yeah.
And somebody wanted a piece of Dave O'Neill.
Gee.
The whole piece.
Line up.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a number.
Exactly.
It's like the deli at Coles. Not on a very busy day, but anyway.
Just 200 grams of your finest thinly sliced mortadella, please.
We're taking your worst
Strasbourg.
Strasman. Your worst Valentine's Day stories next.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Ready to hit the road this summer? It's time to What If It.
Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and traveling.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Dave O'Neill is in JB's chair and it's Valentine's Day.
It sure is. And, I mean, look, there's one thing I want to mention, and that is, why is Valentine's Day on the 14th and payday is generally the 15th?
Hey,
hell, man.
Good one.
If you've completely forgotten your Valentine and you're into that sort of thing, that is a really good excuse to use today.
But, 7-Eleven often have good stuff.
Mate.
A teddy in a tube with a carnation.
A teddy in a tube.
You can buy torches from 7-Eleven these days.
It's
practical.
Speed dealer sunnies.
Mate.
You've got everything.
Or depending on your age, you can get magnifying glasses there too.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
That's not a bad Valentine's Day
not
present.
bad.
I remember one time when I was with my ex, he was a lot more romantic than I was. And he, on Valentine's Day, did a treasure hunt through the city for me,
Oh, wow.
which was really nice.
Like a scavenger hunt. He put stuff out.
Yeah, and like I'd find little notes, and then it'd be like, we ended up at Blue Train. Remember Blue?
Oh,
the
Blue
great
Train was
Blue
big
Train
in South Bank.
In South Bank.
Oh, Dino was the place to be.
A cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's bustling.
What's there now?
I don't know. Irish pub? Irish pub, maybe?
It was very, very cool, and we ended up there. But I was, a little treasure hunt, which was very romantic, actually.
Yeah. Well, I want to know when things go tits up on Valentine's
Yeah, we
Day.
want to hear bad date Valentine stories.
Have you got a Valentine this year, Dino? Or are you
No.
doing anything for anyone?
No, hell no. I'm watching the Super Bowl today.
Yes.
And having a sleep. Ryder, if you got a story, we want to hear bad Valentine's Day, not great Valentine's Day stories.
Were you there,
Yeah,
Ryder?
Yeah, hello.
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 Yeah, I definitely don't have a good one.
What happened?
Great.
Well, we were camping on the Murray River at Robinvale
Nice.
at the caravan park, and we'd been together for about 3 years, so I reckon it was time to propose. And so I went up to the shops, I got a ring, nice one. Then I came down and we were sitting on one of those inflatable tubes that was sitting on the back.
Oh, beautiful.
This is romance.
Lovely, yeah.
And then I pretended to roll off, got down on one knee and opened the ring box. And then she just looked at me with a disgusted look on her face and grabbed the ring box and chucked it in the river.
What?
Ryder?
What? So you're not together anymore, I assume? Or?
Oh, no, that was it.
That was it. Done.
Didn't read the room. With
Ryder,
the
were you surprised at her unusually angry response?
I was quite shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get the metal detector out or did you get that ring back? You said it was a nice one. Could you find it or?
No.
No.
What did it cost?
Around $1,000 to $2,000.
Phew.
So why was she so... Hang on, I don't understand,
What happened?
Ryder.
What did
because
you do?
Yeah, well, why was she so angry? Because that is not a usual reaction.
Look, to this day, I don't actually know what I did. Even though we still both go camping at that same spot and see each other there every Christmas and Easter holidays.
Oh, wow. Hey, how's that ring going?
Oh, all right. Hey, you've got a Hoyts recliner double pass for you and your new Valentine, hopefully. And do you have a Valentine today?
I might.
Cool.
That's a no.
No, that's enough.
But you might find one before tonight, and we're going to take more calls next. We want to hear.
That was
very good.
You've actually made my day. That is a great story. I could talk to you about that for hours.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
It's Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I hope you have a nice one if you're into that sort of thing. But what we want to hear about are the times it all went wrong.
Yes.
Lauren from Mount Eliza. Lauren.
Oh, hi, Chrissy. Hi, Dave. How you going?
Good. Dino's here.
Yeah, am I invisible? Jesus.
Dino,
Oh,
I see you, Dino. I see you.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Dino. I love you too.
I love you too.
So my story was about a guy who asked me out for a drink at the local supermarket. He handed me his phone number on a little crumpled up piece of paper. A couple of weeks later, I decided to message him because he was good looking, and we decided to go out for a meal. He asked me out for a meal. We went out for dinner, and who was left with the $200 bill?
Oh, you?
Yes. He said he forgot his wallet.
Oh, he's a grifter. He's a con man.
Wow.
Here he was handing out his phone number. I think it was just for a free feed.
Oh, Lauren. So did you ever hear from him again?
Yeah, I saw him round. He rang me, he messaged me. I said, what sort of chick do you have? You owe me $100, mate.
He was hungry.
Fantastic. You got some roses, Lauren.
Roses, mate.
Oh, thank you. That'll be lovely. Thanks,
you.
guys.
No worries, Lauren.
Lukey, what's your nightmare story, friend?
G'day, how are we, guys?
Good,
Good.
Luke.
My missus has always been bugging me about to do Valentine's Day. It's never really been one of my things. And we finally decided to do something and organised to go out for dinner, just like a nice restaurant. Oh, not really too nice, but close enough. Got the kids watched, and just before we were about to head off, realised that I ended up coming down with gastro, and the missus went by herself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Gastro is
The worst.
the universal language of love.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to give it another crack today, but this time the kids are going to watch. They're going out to Macca's with the grandparents, and we're trying to do something at home quickly.
Well,
Quickly.
you big sweetheart, we're going to give you a dozen red roses from Interflora.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate
Show
it.
what
good
love
luck.
really means with Interflora. Christina.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So in Year 7, I had my first high school boyfriend, so we're going out for pretty much a total of like a week by Valentine's Day. And he was walking towards me in between class. I was with my friends, he was with his friends. I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's getting me a card or he's going to give me a rose or something. No, he proceeded to unroll an A3 piece of paper that wrote, "You're dumped" on it in big black marker on. And he then handed it to me and continued walking.
Well, at least he get his friend to do it. Remember that used to happen? You're dumb.
You're dumped. Christina, how long did it take you to get over that?
Look, I thought we were going to get married. So, it took me a little bit, but no, I'm okay.
I hope you've looked him up on Facebook and seen what a loser he is now.
Yeah.
I actually can't find him, so I don't know what's happened
prison.
to him, to be
Oh,
honest.
Christina, you should give me his name. I can find anyone.
I hope he drives like a 1998 faded Ford Falcon with shitty wheels.
Bald.
Yeah. You're off to
dear.
a romantic night away thanks to What If.
Ooh.
It's a night in the city, including breakfast. What If is Aussie for travel.
How good's that, Christina?
It was horrific at the time. Who knows?
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Valentine's Day. I was thinking about Emily in Paris. You guys haven't seen Emily in Paris?
No.
It's a Netflix series about an young American girl,
I've heard all about it.
which is actually Phil Collins' daughter.
Yeah.
So
Lily
it's just
Collins.
No jacket required. Is that the one was the nanny? Remember he left the wife for the nanny, Phil Collins? Anyway,
Yeah,
whatever.
He was one of the first. He did the Jude Law. He
Yes.
trod the Jude Law path before Jude Law did.
She's quite good, but I mean, she's a young executive from America, and she moves to Paris to work for a company there. And, you know, the Americans probably think she's cute and endearing, where the French find her very annoying. Oh. And, you know, and so do we. I think Australians are the same. She's a bit brash and whatever. And, but the French actors are fantastic in it, I have to say. And she's good too. But there's some like the first episode ends on this bit, which I couldn't get over. Okay, so what happens is that she talks to her boyfriend in America. They try to have some video relations. It doesn't go well for her. And so she pulls out a large sex aid, right, and plugs it into the wall.
What?
I know. You know, and then, of course, all the power in the apartment goes out and you hear someone go, "Oh, murder, sacre bleu." And that's the end of the episode.
Really?
So, they're trying to make a thing about, you know, the wiring in these old apartments are no good in France, etc.
Nobody has a plug-in
Who's got a plug-in
vibrator.
Yeah, vibrator. Dean, have you ever seen one in your experience?
Well, is it called a Sibian?
What?
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Everyone's looking
No
blank
one
at
knows
you.
what I'm talking about?
No, but it's
That is
also
2410 if you know what a Sibian is.
it's also a massive thing. It's a huge.
Like, does it look like a gym apparatus almost?
Oh, it's huge, and she's got the adapter for the French.
Oh, maybe it's a massage. Maybe it's for sore muscles and she's just co-opted it, because I can tell you from personal experience, none of them are plug-in.
I wouldn't think that's what got me, that they've just done that. They've approached it from, we want the power to go out, and the French guy to say sacre bleu, because that's a running joke, is that the power, the plumbing's no good in the apartment building.
Right.
But that really got me, that she had to plug in.
We've got some calls here for this Sibian. What's a Sibian?
Are these any Sibian-related calls? Mountain knows. I told you I'm not crazy.
What's a Sibian?
Well,
I feel like
Sibian.
Christian in Mordialec might know Christian. You know what a Sibian is?
Is that a large snake?
Christian.
It's like a saddle. It sits high, and it's like a saddle. It sits high, probably about 30 centimetres off the floor or a bed or whatever. Yeah.
And you get on it.
Straddle it. You straddle.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't that.
Oh,
it
it wasn't
huge...
a Sibian.
No,
Thank
it wasn't.
you,
No, it was a
Christian.
huge-looking thing. I'm sure if anyone else has seen Emily in Paris, it's been very popular. They would have noticed it was very odd.
I need to Google this thing. That there's a problem there. That's not what occurs.
Mount rarely comes out of his production
cave.
booth cave.
Yeah,
You mentioned the word Sibian.
He's here.
He's run out so fast. Is he coming?
Sibian.
Hurry up, Mount. We're on the radio.
But you know what? It's not that authentic. I haven't seen anyone smoking or urinating in an alley yet.
Ha!
On Emily in Paris. Sacre bleu.
Tim Mountford. All right. What's a Sibian?
Well, it's basically made out of leather. But
Yes.
It's like a semicircle.
Yes.
And then you sit on the top, and there's like a pressure thing where it vibrates.
And you have to plug it in because it's a big
Yeah.
apparatus.
Wow.
This could be it.
Have you seen
no,
one?
it's not.
Oh.
That's
No,
a
that's not
Hitachi
it.
wand. That's the thing on Emily in Paris.
Have you seen Emily in Paris when she pulls the thing out and plugs it in the wall?
Yeah, that's a Hitachi wand.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
A Hitachi wand. I'm just
Mount!
Googling.
Mount, do you
know everything?
do you reckon Sexyland part-time?
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
Yeah.
No, I've got one of those. They're cordless.
No, some of them.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
You know, I've got 3 kids. They're all very lovely, actually. They're all really nice people. But the middle one in particular, Kit, is the kindest person I've ever met.
Wow.
And he's always pulling me up on, because sometimes if you've got a sense of humour, sometimes it can be a bit mean. And
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got
Yes.
to say cheeky stuff to get the laugh.
Few zingers.
Few zingers, yeah. And look, you know, I'm not proud of it, but often they're at somebody else's expense. And if there's someone that can shine the light on that fault in my personality, it's my middle son. But I think that this is going too far. So on Sunday, the council put on something called a micro circus at the park at the end of my street.
Cool.
Yeah. And so I saw that it was happening. I looked it up. Micro circus, 11 till 1, really close to the house and a cafe on the way. So I was like, we are in. So the three kids and me, we all went, stopped and got a coffee, got to the end of the street where this micro circus was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if my expectations were too high.
Well,
I expected some sort of performing.
Oh, of course.
And
like, so at least some people doing acrobats.
Yeah.
Juggling.
So a small circus, like a micro penis.
Yes.
Small.
But a
very similar.
circus.
Yeah.
The same perfectly formed thing, but just small. Anyway, we get there and it's just like a rack with hula hoops in it.
Oh, no.
And some hacky sacks.
That's it?
Oh, no.
That's
They
it.
didn't even do face painting?
No.
Fairy floss.
Literally those two things.
That was it?
Yeah. And I was like, where are the performers? If it's a circus but small.
Where are the clowns?
Well, yes. Or animals even, like a petting zoo.
Petting zoo.
There was absolutely
What the hell's
nothing.
going on? Is it Burundura?
It's Burundara.
Ah, Burundara.
It was very disappointing. Anyway, played with some hula hoops just to be polite, and then we walked home. Later on that evening, I said, I was sitting on the couch reading with Kit. We were both reading because we were both total dags. And I go, I think it's fair to say the micro circus today was pretty lame.
Bit micro crap.
Bit macro crap.
Macro crap.
And he puts his book down and looks at me and he goes, somebody organised that.
Well, barely.
And I said, yes, that's true, but I'm not.
Badly.
I'm not dissing them. He's like, that's somebody's job, and you've just said that they did it badly.
Well, they did.
They did.
And I said, I think they did. I think to call something a micro circus and just have a hula hoop and a hacky sack, that's not micro anything. That's micro shithouse.
Micro fun.
Yeah, micro fun. Yeah.
Was there a council employee at least geeing everyone up?
I feel like there was one girl in a leotard made out of handkerchiefs handing out the hula hoops, but that was it. It was very disappointing.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Monday. It's Valentine's Day, and everybody's secret crush,
Has turned
Sam
up.
Pang.
A lot of women do say they love Sam, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Shut up.
No, they do.
Thanks for asking. It's the underbelly
It's
thing.
the underbelly thing.
Like when I go to visit Mum in the aged care facility, it's all about Sam.
So pass on.
I could do some damage in there, but
Yeah, in the
happy
age.
Valentine's Day. What?
In the age. You're in the age on the
Is that
weekend.
what you're playing?
Absolutely. You look like a gangster in the newspaper.
Yeah,
If you've missed it, Sammy went to John Elliott's memorial, and he was photographed in the age looking like
Full gangster.
Alphonse.
full Alphonse Gangitano.
He's part of the Carlton crew now.
In fact, you were in the newspaper you were in the Herald Sun on Sunday as well, man about town.
I feel overexposed. Can I defend myself though on
Sure.
with the memorial one or the underbelly one? It's at a memorial, so I'm a bit old school. I still wear black, right? But like I did to Bert's funeral with you, Swanee. The only difference is this was in the middle of the day. It was a memorial in one of the grandstands at the old at Princess Park, because he loved he was a Carlton president.
Carlton man.
And so it was sunny, so I had my sunnies on.
And the handgun? Why?
And that big fat bloke that just hangs around you.
I should have just gold chained it up and just and then organised the hit.
To be honest, you didn't need to. You really look gangster as is, understated.
Yeah.
Like you own
Understated
5
gangster.
restaurants and they're all a bit dodgy, like,
And
Yeah.
they're always quiet.
it's quiet. You see you sitting in the window with that big fat bloke.
Listen, Dave, I've said this many times. I've been a big supporter of the Melbourne underworld in this city.
Sure
it
you
kept
have.
us alive for about a couple of years there. Kept us
True.
relevant.
It's very true.
It is.
Anyway.
And they
doubt.
only tend to kill each other. They don't
Exactly.
kill innocent
They're
people.
victimless crimes.
No doubt, Zito will put it on our socials if there's a God.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
It's Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
This is what happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama, and entertainment.
It's the weekend of what's with Sam and
You
Pang.
had a busy weekend, Samuel.
Love a
And I
boy.
did on Friday, of course, started with the memorial. On Saturday night, I was at a party of which.
Just call him Sam, please, Dave.
What do you call me?
Lover boy. That's the song. Everybody's working for the week. Great Canadian rock band. One other big hit. What was it?
Oh, please tell
Turn
us.
Me Loose.
Great song.
Didn't ask, don't care.
That's true. That is actually true.
What? You are
The
on
button's there for a reason.
absolutely, and you are nailing it. You have not hit that button.
Turn
at
me
the
loose.
That's the only button you haven't hit in the wrong
Oh,
place.
come on, lover boy.
Mate. And on Saturday night, I was at a party, 40th. Very good friend. With Dean, and Dino and Jack scored invites.
Wow.
Yeah, no. And
Although Jack bailed disappointingly early.
Did he?
I was there until 10 p.m.
Mate, that's a cameo appearance.
it felt like a bit of a cameo. It felt like he got an envelope on the way out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
felt like, oh, yeah.
He had somewhere else to go, probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did.
I did. And also, I made sure we all had a shot together before I left.
Oh, that
What
was nice.
it? What was it? It felt a bit harsh.
Pirate juice.
Captain Morgan's spiced rum.
I had to.
Easy.
Crikey.
Do you know what?
That's right.
Have you ever had a drink called a bleeding tongue?
No.
You know what that's funny? I know you don't drink anymore. Back in the old days, you know, when
No.
It's like a fluffy duck?
no,
It's a bleeding tongue, is that?
it's a shot of rum and then a shot of raspberry cordial.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a good. I enjoyed the. I enjoyed going. It was great to be out. That's what I wanted to say, Swanee.
Yes.
It was in Thornbury and driving up the high street. It was. Mate, it
Packed?
was packed.
Pumping,
in a
yeah.
great, in a good way. It felt like open for business.
I was in South Yarra on Friday night catching up with a friend of mine from Sydney, and it didn't feel very busy at all, actually.
Oh, really?
No. Maybe it was because I was late. I didn't get there till 10.
The next place we went to was pumping as well.
We
Well, that
went
was
to
called-
Barton Fink, right? It's a pub.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Joe, the owner, was like, "Hey, Sam, get here." Gets him in a headlock, and then more. Sam,
Joe, female or male?
female.
Ah.
Was she the bartender?
She's the owner.
The owner.
And I've had a few more. I've never had more shots in my life.
Were you okay on the next day?
He drinks a lot. They get used to it.
Yeah, they do.
They get used to it.
Pang has
Okay.
one shot of booze and then one shot of Mylanta to offset.
Yes, of course.
And then,
Foaming at the mouth with little chalk tablets.
of course, of course,
You get a souvlaki afterwards? There's a good souvlaki joint along there.
there's a big surprise that you know it. Where is it? What's it called?
It's on, I don't know, it's on High Street. It's in Thornbury.
In Thornbury.
Yeah.
Ulysses. Is that the one?
Oh, Ulysses, that's a classic with the round windows.
Wait, Pangy,
That's still open?
Did you put a kebab into your body
No, I
before
did
you went
not.
to bed?
No, I did not. Did you?
I went to Subway and got a foot long. It just
Come on, enough
it
about
didn't have to do it. You wake up just. Oh.
Oh, enough about your personal life. Anyway,
What did you? Were you out and about on the weekend?
Saturday night I did a gig in the city. Yeah, I was in doing a gig at the Basement Comedy with Ben Knight, of course. From the
Oh,
Friday.
lovely Ben Knight.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And how did it go?
Great, it's good.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much. Last night, of course, I just eased down just at the dinner table with my ukulele.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man.
We're going to play some next.
Oh, really?
Actually. Yeah, we're going to play some. Don't
That's
worry.
exciting.
Of course, you're speaking about Scott
Scott
Morrison.
Oh my god!
To be honest, his ukulele playing is quite good.
No, it wasn't.
You can hear the actual. His singing's not good, but his instrumentation isn't bad. I've got to say.
I was just so repulsed by the entire thing. I didn't even notice the skills or lack thereof.
I didn't watch it. I just seen enough clips to know this is this is
This is
diabolical.
awful.
But actually, and then let's see, one of his advisors said that he's nailed the ordinary everyday. Like, who doesn't just sit around the table on a Sunday night with strumming their ukulele?
We often
I
do
do,
it.
but when it's a euphemism. Swanee, on Friday, I not at the table, by the way. That'd be a bit weird.
No, a bit weird. You got a child.
Yeah, I wanted to on the John Elliott Memorial on Friday when I was dressed as a member of Underbelly.
Alphonse Kenchitano, yeah.
It was a wonderful celebration, and we spoke about it, Swanee, that he passed away 6 months ago and had a COVID funeral, so there was only 10 there. So I'm there because of I've been friends with Tom for 20 years.
His son.
I met Jack 3 or 4 times, but it was having the memorial 6 months after the actual death. It meant there was not as much sadness as there was.
Yeah, none of
Yeah,
emotion.
it was
It's very
more.
true. Actually,
It was more of a celebration.
Very true.
And
It's
he
not a bad idea to do.
Who spoke?
Yeah, so if you think about your family, so family spoke, and then you think about Elliot, there was, with John, sorry, there was a business, a football, and politics.
Yes.
And so with business, Jeff Lord spoke, who was his fellow member of IXL. People forget, like, John Elliott was massive in the 80s, right? He was a big businessman.
Huge.
Took Australia, internationalised them and all that. Tried to fosterise the world.
Rice farms. He was one of the pioneers of rice farms. Yeah.
Well, Jeff Lord was on the board, so he spoke about his business, and then Stephen Kernahan
Sticks
spoke about.
Oh, you'd be loving it, wouldn't it?
Love
Wouldn't
of
you?
Carl, his love of Carlton.
You want to take your sunglasses off for Sticks? I'm right here.
Is that how it went?
Is that what? Do you reckon that's what I did?
Look me in the eyes,
Look
Sticks.
me in the eyes, Sticks.
So
Anyway.
at the memorial, when Stephen Kernahan's up there giving giving memories of.
I think you're clapping and laughing too enthusiastically. Okay, Sam, still there, mate.
Good one, Sticks.
Sam's front and centre playing the ukulele.
The Carlton theme song on the ukulele.
The Navy Blues.
So Jeff Lord spoke in part of business. The family spoke. Stephen Kernahan spoke of in terms of football, and then Jeff Kennett, your man.
Oh, Jeff.
That's Kermit, man. That's definitely Kermit.
I'd forgotten that he was in your arsenal of
Steve Brax was there
impersonation.
too.
Oh, g'day, guys. Wasn't great mates with John Elliott, but I have to say, he's good for the regions, for Ballarat and Bendigo.
Con the Fruiter was there.
No, I wanted to
Couple
say
of days.
that Jeff Kennett spoke.
How was he?
He was wonderful. It was a beautiful orator, but he was saying people forget, and he said the Liberal Party. People forget how important John Elliott was to the Liberal Party,
Yes.
and that they wouldn't have been able to do what they did between 1992 and 1999 when Kennett was in power.
Oh, that was great times.
Without John's support, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
And then he said, and I reckon John would be absolutely mortified at the current state of what's going on in the Liberal Party at the moment. I look in front of me. You know who's there?
Oh, no.
Matthew Guy. I was sitting in front of me, Sonny.
Looking at you, Matthew, and your friend Tim and his alcoholic driving ways.
It was unbelievable.
Was Matthew Guy just slowly playing Whiter Shade of Pale on his ukulele?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Right. Yeah, big story on 60 Minutes last night. ScoMo's trying to soften his image, I suppose you could say. I didn't watch a lot of it, but he got the UK. We're going to go to the UK in a minute, but first, have a listen to this quote. He talks. Have a listen. It's just.
I said it at the start of the pandemic. I've worn out the carpet on the side of my bed here, particularly down in Canberra, where I spent most of the pandemic, on my knees, praying and praying.
Thanks for the prayers, man.
I know. That's just weird. So he's getting there and kneeling every night.
You're the Prime Minister. You can actually do something.
Yeah, less kneeling. More ordering stuff.
I think of Rod and Todd from Flanders from the South.
Absolutely.
Please, sir. Please, Dad. Please,
He's the one person in this country that can actually do something.
Okay, Scott, we need to go and order more vaccine. I'm just going to go in there and pray for a minute.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll finish this.
God. I'll talk to Pfizer. Then, of course,
Why would he say, what's he trying to achieve there? Because I don't believe anything he says is real.
Who's concerned?
Do you think the majority of the voting public are faith based?
No, it's only like 10% of people go to church anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like 1 in 10. So it's not like the 70s or something when a lot of it. I went to church. A lot of us went to church, but not anymore.
Confession?
Oh, no, we weren't Catholic. No.
It'd be 5 days in the book if you went in there.
You got confirmed. So what happened when you hit about 14? You'd go to classes with the vicar. But my 2 older brothers, Mark and Trevor, were so naughty that the vicar said to Mum, "Don't worry about the other boys. They can go to hell. I don't care."
Really?
I'm not having them in the class. Yeah, they were 2.
That is great.
Was last night a cynical attempt to win back to soften the image and win back voters?
Well, they got the ukulele out.
Why?
Have a
Why
listen.
do you think that's a good idea?
I know. Who would ever think that?
So they're all sitting under the Vigola
with
somewhere.
The poor suffering wife and the children.
Jenny.
Jen?
She hates him.
Is that what you reckon?
Yes.
Well,
come on.
If
she's miserable.
If your husband played the ukulele, you'd hate him as well.
Absolutely, I would.
Let's have a listen.
This grab we're about to play, Jack made the observation that Jenny didn't want a part of it, and then she begrudgingly offers some backup vocals.
Was he singing as well?
He sings.
Haven't you heard him singing?
Have you heard the choice of songs? Yeah, have a listen.
Take me to the April sun in Cuba.
that riff. I swear, he's not too bad. I think his singing's terrible. He's got a bit of a raspy voice there.
When's the election?
May, probably.
I'm calling it now.
Anyway, of course, that's a great...
Can you believe that happened?
That's a dragon...
I can't.
That's a dragon song. Dragon were big in the 70s, and they had many great hits. I just wish he would have played this one. Are you old enough?
Why do you want him to do that one? Just because of its questionable morals?
It's such a creepy song.
Prince Andrew's the player.
Wait, do you want to hear the creepy lyrics?
Yeah, the start of Are You Old Enough is just 10 years in jail, I think he says.
What?
Is it 10 years?
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
10 years in jail, yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd think if he's had 10 years in jail, the person would be old enough by then. It's been 10 years.
Whoa, that's creepy.
Honestly, I love how last night at home you were doing the maths. Preparing for this.
Nova.
Chrissie Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Stuff.
Rapper Kodak Black, one of yours, Sam.
No, this is new for me.
Come on, it's a calypso in the background there.
Is that new? It's a new song, Jack?
No, it's one of his old.
This is his old one, Z's.
Kodak. Is he named after the film company? Is it?
I'd say so.
Him and his Agfa, his brother. Yeah, I like him.
Yes.
Agfa Orange.
Yes.
Remember your Agfa film?
Yeah, well, if we didn't, we do now, don't we?
Yeah, we do now.
No?
That's right.
He was shot. He was shot outside a restaurant in WeHo, West Hollywood. It's where our friend Jonathan Brown is.
Oh, he was shot.
Campbell Brown is under investigation, apparently.
Yeah, we're looking at the cameras to see. No, video obtained by TMZ and posted on social media showed Kodak Black, who left a Nice Guy restaurant and then was shot. 4 people were shot.
Was it a random attack, they think, or they don't know?
I don't know. Justin Bieber and his wife Hailey were inside the restaurant as well.
Wow.
Oh, there's the target.
Narrowly avoided.
You're being that close to a shooting.
That's terrible.
It's terrible. Look, there's a guy with a gun just like walking around. I'm so glad we don't have guns around.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
I wish I had one halfway through that last chat of yours about the Megan.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Heard you earlier. It's Valentine's Day today.
It sure is. Happy Valentine's, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Not a big day. I got to be honest, not a big day for me, but I still do my part. You know, man. I get get flowers. Well, tomorrow when they're half price.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you're not an idiot.
And
I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy today. Flat
well,
out.
I tell you what, never been a better time to go. Well, it didn't arrive. Do you know what I mean? With supply chains down and
True.
Do you know what I mean? The delays, but I'll just give my usual present to my my love. I promised to.
It'll shine.
I'll promise to stop sending text messages to old girlfriends. that's an old one that she gets every year. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking a red cap.
Oh, yeah?
With Nova written on it. Because they're everywhere.
They got some out there.
You just grab them on the way.
I got a Nova pen. You want that?
There's a box of yo-yos as well, branded.
Really?
Yeah. Get her a yo-yo.
Turn up in the Nova Boy outfit. Surprise.
What do you do? I suppose you just take. What do you do? You take your better half to one of your gigs or something?
Yeah. What a joy! What a joy for her. She'd love that.
Have you ever been?
She's already dressed and waiting at the door.
When's the last time she saw you live?
Probably we do a gig for the primary school once a year, and then she'll come to that. But you know,
She
when I
laughs
did
to make her laugh.
yeah.
Great answer.
When I did one for the kinder, someone kept texting me while I was on stage, and then it was my partner. It just said you're swearing too much. That was the message.
That's nice. I did want to ask you. I was thinking about proposing today, by the way.
Oh wow!
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
I was thinking. I was going to
romantic fool,
on air.
Sam.
I was going to Megan Fox the Machine Gun Kelly it and grab and just sit under a banyan tree, ask for magic, and drink each other's blood. But it feels like it's been done. Hey, I wanted to though. Earlier on, though, you took some calls about bad Valentine's Day.
Are you talking about Ryder from Ballarat?
Ryder was fantastic.
One of the great calls.
Ryder was on a river. He's camping with his partner.
Yeah.
At the time.
My favourite part was he goes, "Oh, we've been going out for 3 years. Thought it was about time to pop the question.
Yeah,
They were on tubes. They were floating on tubes.
Yeah, they're floating on tubes. And so Ryder Hill, as you'll hear, it didn't go that well. But the bit I laughed at, other than Ryder, was Dave's just
insight
and empathetic response.
Got down on one knee and opened the ring box, and then she just looked at me with a disgusted look on her face and grabbed the ring box and chucked it in the river.
What?
Ryder?
Wait, what? So you're not together anymore, I assume.
Oh, yeah. You reckon he came back from that? Do you reckon they're still together?
Could have moved through the trauma. You know, maybe she was... Maybe then she produced a metal detector and said, let's find the ring.
You're not still together. That's what you took out of that.
That's what I took
That'd
out
be
of
a
that.
fair effort if they were still together.
What a sad story.
Ryder.
Anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast. Dylan Lewis, the winner of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. 20 years ago, he was the winner of Celebrity Big Brother and also formerly part of the Nova family. You can catch him with the Haploids, which is a kids band that makes music that parents and carers won't hate. Here's a great friend, Dylan Lewis.
Our beautiful friend Dylan Lewis, welcome.
Oh, thank you. What a lovely intro.
What does it feel like to win every reality show you've been on? I've never won one.
That sounds good. No one said that sentence before. It feels great. Thanks. Every 20 years I do a reality show, and every 20 years I accidentally don't lose.
Was it hard in the jungle? Like, I know Chrissy did it and told me it was very hard. Like, was it very hot?
No, it was.
Wasn't hot.
It was hard, but I think Chrissy had it harder than me.
Well, you were in a camp with Murph Hughes, who broke wind a lot.
Yes. And ours was twice as long, 7 weeks.
That's a
I
long
was away.
time.
It's a long time.
A lot of wind break.
Taking away from your victory, it is a very difficult thing to do.
Well, it was. Ours wasn't as long, and yours was in South Africa as well.
Yes, it was.
Where were you?
We were just up, just around the corner, mate. We were just up near the border of Queensland and New South Wales, in the New South Wales side of things.
Yeah.
And it was quite pleasant. I knew what kind of animals and creatures there might be out there trying to eat my face.
Yes.
I came prepared.
Yes.
It wasn't as traumatic as it was for others.
Now, Dylan, full disclosure, we caught up with you last week. Me and Dino went over, and you saw a historical moment where I ate Kabana. Sam, you need to understand this.
You never had Kabana.
I had that Kabana, and Sam and I
It's not a euphemism.
had a proper brother and sister fight about it.
I'm pro Kabana.
He's pro Kabana, and I was
Why
like,
wouldn't you be
no,
pro Kabana?
it's disgusting.
Well, unless you're crazy, unless there's something wrong with you.
And then a friend texted me and said, no, it's not all Kabana is created equal, which I didn't realise.
It's the prince of cured meats.
Even that stuff that you snap
Kids like.
at the supermarket deli? No.
Dylan,
it's better than that.
Your Cabana was jalapeno infused, and I think
Made
that really...
by Bouchier.
It was flash as
And
hell.
that's not how we pronounce Bouchier, is it? We don't pronounce Bouchier.
They
do
offer you
we?
a tidbit.
Oh.
So Bouchier's is now this very fancy butcher, right? And we call it Bouchier because it's spelled Bouchier.
And it looks like it should say butcher in another language,
That's
perhaps.
right.
Boucher.
But it's not. Because
No.
I think a butcher is a boulangerie or something else in France.
Metzger.
Anyway,
Jim.
the original Bouchier's is just a little tiny butcher shop in Whitehorse Road in Balwyn that I used to go to when I lived in Balwyn.
Someone's doing well.
And I still called it Bouchier's. No, it was very, very it's very fancy now. It wasn't then. He answered the phone. Peter Bouchier used to work there because it was his business. And he answered the phone. He goes, "Good morning, Bouchers. Peter speaking."
Boucher.
Bouchers.
Pronounce it Bouchers.
Yes, right. Why wouldn't you call yourself? Now, I bet he's
From
called...
the Bouchier's mouth.
Is Boucher now that he's doing high quality Cabana? What I've done, though, knowing in anticipation that you'd probably mention Cabana, is bought you a not very good... I mean, it's not as good as the Bouchier Cabana.
How did you know I was going to talk about Kabana?
I had a feeling... I just always carried in my man bag. But there's enough here for everyone, so you're welcome.
You
the way
are
it
the
snaps,
best.
the way it pops in your mouth. Why does it pop? What is that?
I don't know,
fat?
man.
Is it fat?
It could be
Is that what
fat.
it is?
How did you serve it last week with these two when they came over?
You know when you make little discs And then you do it with some cheese. Put it on the.
It's fancy
Savoy?
cheese.
Yeah.
It's fancy cheese.
Oh, well, yeah.
Change your
Only the best for you guys. I went to Oasis for it. You know,
I noticed.
And that's when I got fancy guests coming over. And these guys didn't tell me what they wanted to eat, and so I got everything.
It was so cute. There was a 3-tiered sort of display, cake display with donuts, little packets of Smarties.
And
It
they were
was
like,
so
wow.
gorgeous.
There was kids' food for Dino, and then there was choice.
I had Smarties.
And this massive spread was there, and Chrissy walks in and goes, I might have a piece of cheese on toast, thank you.
Because I had...
That's all she wanted. Why did I make the whole spread?
But then I ate everything else, but I just wanted one piece of toast with cheese on it.
You needed your comfort. But no one had fed you at work that morning.
I'd been so busy, I hadn't had breakfast, so by the time I got to you, I was starving.
Yeah.
Poor Dylan's. He's put together a set menu and you've decided to go off.
No, because then Dino came over,
And
so we
then
were
I
all
had,
good.
I had
It was all-
2 cinnamon donuts,
man.
I had the cheese, I had Cabana.
You had Cabana.
Yeah,
listen,
we did the
before-
whole lot.
Before we play a game.
He's opening the Cabana.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you this. For fans of yours, this is very exciting.
What is?
You're joining, you're joining Miff and Joel Chrissie, Miff Warhurst, as the host of Eurovision, but the Australia Decides bit. You know what I mean? Like when Australia decides who they send to
Yeah.
It's exciting. In 11
you're gonna be
days.
part
I
of
love that show.
You're a perfect fit for that.
I get to go in the green room. Thank you, Sam. I get to go in the green room and chat to the bands. That's where I dwell. That's where I belong, isn't it?
Yes.
And Joel and Miff will, of course, be doing the normal hosting duties as fabulously as they always do. And I'm nervous because I don't know what to wear. That's my biggest problem right now. You've got to be a bit sparkly, don't
Eurovision.
you?
Yeah,
On
you
the
do.
Eurovision,
Eurovision.
I can't rock up like in my normal attire.
I'm sure they've got someone to help you
I
with
should
a
ask.
look.
I'll ask.
Absolutely. I know that Joel and Miff get a lot of amazing assistance in the costume department.
Someone's doing one.
Dylan, can I suggest a chameleon jacket, right? So on different angles, it changes colour.
Good idea.
It's a chameleon jacket.
It's good. Do they make them in hypercolour material?
I'm sure.
So just around the armpits,
Well,
it's
you'll be
just
sweating
really
it up.
red.
You'll be sweating it up.
Yeah, I will.
When is that again? When we all see you?
February 26th.
Thank
This
you.
is very exciting because hopefully, if Miff and Joel get to go to Eurovision, you'll get to go with them.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good fringe
Imagine
benefit,
that.
wouldn't it?
Unbelievable.
I reckon
Up the
you'll be
blunt end of the
going.
plane? Yes.
Yeah.
I reckon you'll be going.
Dylan
Very
was on.
exciting.
hope
Dylan
so.
was on air on Nova for Yonks like 10 years, so he should
13.
be very good at this.
Hit the post, hit the post, hit the post, hit the post. Be the host of the most. You gotta hit the post. You gotta hit the post. Hit the post.
Dave O'Neill looking pained.
I'm worried.
What's happened? Are you
Well,
all
I'm going to compete with you hitting the post.
Hitting
Me
the-
and Dylan, of course, work on stage together at the school fete, don't we, Dylan?
Yeah.
Our kids go to the same school, so...
They have, and yes, so we are often required to do the school fete together.
One time I went for an hour and a half.
Why is that funny? What's wrong, Pang?
Just because it's just this man, we laugh, it's just shit gig after shit gig after.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
He's not even paid for that.
Make sure you get at least
It's fun.
$2 grand for the Lunic. Okay, we'll try.
I know, the loon. Each year there's a looning.
Straighten
This year
up.
there's a Lunic.
Someone's doing
All
one.
right, here we
We're
go.
playing Hit the Post. I'll give you an example. This is how you hit the damn post. Good morning, Melbourne. It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Yeah, Brownie's in LA. We're going to cross to the big dog and see if he's gambled all of his money. Yeah, this is Nova.
Seems like
So before the singing starts.
Yeah.
This is the
Or the
most in-joke radio game ever,
absolutely.
isn't it? Hit the post. I used to call myself the postman when I was working on radio. So let's bring us on.
It's Dave V the Postman.
Little
To get
This
the
is a
window,
lay down misère.
you want a tiny bit of daylight between your speaking and
Daylight.
the singing.
How long's he got? He needs to know.
Your song is Just a Girl by No Doubt. 8 seconds is the talk time.
See, now?
Hit the post.
Coming up, Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. We chat to Brownie live from the Super Bowl. Someone has their mind read by Mystic Chrissie and call 132-410 to get in the draw for Nova's 50K.
Whoa!
It's not bad.
Actually pretty good.
It's not bad.
I didn't get Friday out, though.
It wasn't in English,
No, you
and the
didn't.
phone number is not
You don't say
132-410.
Isn't that the first rule? It's 1324
That was terrible.
Uh-oh, it's time for the postman.
Here he goes.
9 seconds.
9 seconds.
9?
Yeah.
Alanis, hand in my pocket.
Am I doing...
These are great songs you've chosen.
Yeah.
Hit the post, postman.
Coming up on Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, someone has their mind read by Mystic Chrissie. Get on air to get in the draw for Nova's 50K Fridays. And next we chat to Brownie live from the Super Bowl.
You got to give it to you.
Mic drop. There's a mic drop right there.
So good.
I was more like an Australia Post courier.
Yeah, you just slipped a sorry we missed you sign in the door.
That was crap.
Dylan,
My
you're
heart's beating so
amazing.
fast. It was so exciting.
It's so exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I cheated though. I did the Alan Partridge. If you just do a long note for your last word until the post arrives.
It's zero surprise you won I'm a Celebrity. You're the best human I know.
I love you, Dan.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Oh, Melbourne, you're in for a treat. We're about to check in with Jonathan Brown, who's currently in Los Angeles at the Super Bowl.
Great.
Dave O'Neill is filling in for him. Thank you so much, Dave.
No problem. Now is he okay?
Yeah.
Now, listen, the word is that he may have been, how can I put this delicately, a bit overserved.
Right.
He may be
He's been drinking for 5 days.
Over-refreshed.
How long, Jackie, do you think he's been drinking for? You know him well.
I'd say he's on his 12th hour.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, God, I know what that sounds like. Anyway, good luck to us.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. In JB's chair is Dave O'Neill because right now, Brownie is at the Super Bowl where the halftime show is going to be nuts. But let's just see what happens here. John.
Hello. We're just at the Super Bowl. We're having fun at the Super Bowl. There's a Mackie party. Apparently there's a guy called Wycliffe John. He just sang Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Wycliffe John. He's huge. That's massive.
Wycliffe Jean.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God. Righty. Sorry.
So, Sam, I know you're a big fan of Wycliffe John. And I didn't realise Smells Like Teen Spirit was his first album.
Well, I can tell. I actually, it's great to hear your voice, Brownie, and making always coherent and a lot of sense. But Wycliffe Jean, by the way, did a wonderful duet with The Rock. But anyway, we'll play that tomorrow just to prove to you that I love Wycliffe Jean. Listen, everyone wants to know, how are you going over there, Brownie?
We're going beautifully. It's been a big 4 days. Really looked after myself. Been very professional. A lot of sleep. Too rested. We had a good couple of days. So I've been to a few events. I was with. We planned to meet up with Conor McGregor, Shaquille O'Neal, and there was someone else.
Serena.
That we were supposed to meet up with, Serena Williams. And you know what, guys? I didn't see any of them.
Right. not even a fake one on Sunset Boulevard.
Who have you seen? Have you done any celebrity spotting?
Well, it's been good. We saw Floyd Mayweather drove past us. We're in a pub having a quiet beer, and I asked them for Crown Lagers. They didn't know what I was talking about, so I said, sorry, I mean the pride of the fleet.
Yeah.
And then they understood.
Yeah.
And then Floyd Mayweather drove past. I was all good, yelled out to him and said, I'm a big fan. He yelled back, I'm a big fan of yours too, big fella.
Of course. Wow. And then we went to a party last night where we were supposed to meet Serena Williams and Shaquille O'Neal, and we got there late, but we met Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning's probably the greatest quarterback that's ever played in America, so one of the most famous men ever, and we had a beer with him. He was doing photos with fans, and he wanted to just have a beer with us because he was getting annoyed with taking selfies with people. And then after about 45 minutes, he said to me, look, I really want to come to Australia. Will you look after me if I come to Melbourne? I said, yeah, no way. So he gave me his phone and put my contact details in there. And at the time, I had a vodka and soda in my hand. The only time in my life I haven't had a beer, and he's got a beer in his hand. And then I'll start to fumble over, what did I write? John O'Brown, Jonathan Brown, in his phone, and I put the number. And then I said, he goes, what's wrong, mate? I said, I'm just not sure what I should put my contact under. He goes, why don't you put down John O'Brown, Melbourne, likes drinking ladies' drinks.
Wow. Shots fired from Manning.
Jay down.
Oh.
So I was a little bit embarrassed about that.
Yes.
Hey, Brownie, when the halftime show's on, man, make sure you don't go to the toilet. Don't miss anything. It's only 12 minutes.
No.
You don't want to miss a thing.
I know. It's going to be amazing. Midnight Blue by Lou Graham. It's going to be unbelievable. Winds will change. I think Johnny Farnham's coming on. I think he's got a little freedom appearance.
Angry Anderson.
But seriously, guys, it is unbelievable. You wouldn't know COVID exists over in LA. It is unbelievable. I just seen a mask the whole time. We came to LAX. It was so easy. Didn't even check our bags. So, Zito, I got those implements you wanted.
That's tough.
The implements.
Implements.
I think it's paraphernalia, David.
I think that's the term you need.
Hey, listen, this is my really important question, Brownie. I know you've been to parties. It sounds like it's an amazing town to be in the lead up to a Super Bowl. I can't imagine it. But how have you gone tracking down my one request of David Chang's Momofuku instant noodles?
Well, I went to buy a packet of cigarettes last night at the local convenience store.
That's
it's unbelievable. I tell you, I got so sidetracked on the fact that a packet of Marlboro Reds were only $8. So I was in there. I didn't go there to buy smokes, but I went there to buy David Chang's noodles.
All right.
And then I was just sidetracked by the price. But
no worries.
Unfortunately, I asked the guy and he said they're sold out. They're sold out. But,
listen.
But I bought you a carton of Marlboro Reds.
Thank you.
Right.
And it went in duty free too, can't it, Dave?
Large Toblerone.
Go and have fun, man.
Okay. Love you guys. Miss you all.
Love you.
Love you too. See you soon.
Hey, how's the chainsaw?
I don't know where he must have been. Of course, he was only joking about the cigarettes for all the kids in the car.
Of course he was.
He must have been the parties that he's been. He must have passive smoked about a pack a day. I reckon.
Minimum.
Sounds like it.
Hey, watch his Instagram for updates.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
And prepare to have your mind blown.
Mystic Chrissie.
I'm seeing peony roses around you, Kel.
No.
Someone's got a middle name, Marie.
No.
Louise.
No.
When you make a banana cake, you don't put nuts in it.
I do not, and I try not to make banana cake.
What will she predict next?
Incredible.
Enter. Here she is.
Sammy from Tacoma, you are my client today.
Wow.
Hello, gorgeous.
Is your middle name Jane?
Yes.
Jesus.
What?
There's a J on the screen. You took a guess.
How'd you know that?
It could be anything.
That could be your last name.
Yeah, that's
Last
true.
name.
Well, hold on. I'll give you that one.
Thank you, darling.
Sammy, around you there's like a blonde, woolish sort of looking dog.
Oh, God.
My hair's pretty long and woolish.
That's it. That's it.
Maybe that's what it is. Do you resemble a cavoodle?
I've been called many things, but not one of those.
Could be
A
could be your
poodle.
armpits.
My hair's like a poodle, yes.
Yeah, that's obviously what I can see.
Obviously.
There's a lot of art around you, Sammy.
A lot of what, sorry?
Art, A-R-T.
Yes, yes.
No, that was a yes.
Well,
Really?
Dino is suggesting that you do not have a lot of art around you. Tell Dino about the art around you, Sammy.
Well, I actually collect art.
Something
Wow.
And I'm a designer. I'm a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Have you got the one? Have you got the one of the dogs playing poker? That's a great.
Yeah,
That's
I love
the
that
best
one.
one.
The best one.
Well, the monkey hanging off the thing.
Is that the one with the fingers?
Oh, yes. What?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Sammy,
No.
you like Apple Mac products, like you've got a Mac.
Yes.
Apple Mac.
Designer. Yeah.
Yes.
What's the
I've
number?
actually even used the original Mac when they first came out. What was it, 2E or something?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
What's the number 11 and number 7 are around you. What would they be?
Works at a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
I just passed the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, there we go. That'll be it.
That's it.
It's one in Tacoma.
Geez, you're good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's on a roll. It's amazing. I'm getting vibes in here.
Can you tell me the chat slotted numbers for Saturday night?
Oh,
Not specifics.
Maybe 11 and 7 are there.
Yeah.
Could be.
Why do I see little, like, gnomes, garden gnomes around you?
There are kids.
Oh. I took out my neighbour's gnome with my car.
Oh, that'd be it.
Is this a plant?
No.
You're seeing the ghost of the gnomes.
Is this
Chrissie.
a plant or not?
Tacoma. You know what happens up in Tacoma?
Was the neighbour happy about that or unhappy?
No, pretty unhappy actually.
Yeah.
They took the gnome with them everywhere.
Gnomes are very scary.
I want to talk about your coffee intake, Sammy.
Oh. Should I stop?
You have long blacks, like there's no milk in it.
No. I like a long black, but not in a coffee.
Oh, well.
Oh, Sammy, hang on a
Valentine's Day.
minute. What's going on here?
Someone explain that?
There are kids in the car. So.
No, man. Let's talk about licorice.
No.
I feel like you got a bit cold in the last minute.
Me too. Let me get back into Sammy's
Oh, you've done very
energy.
well, though. I'd be paying $40 at least for this in a tent. The crystal ball.
You've got no allergies though, Sammy.
No allergies.
No allergies. So you don't have like the gluten-free bits and bobs or whatever.
No, God, no. Why bother?
Giving up.
You don't drink much though.
No, I'm a non-drinker.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I
God.
definitely got that.
You know, after listening to you for 4 minutes, you should get on it. Sammy, seriously, it'll help everyone.
How did you run over the gardener if you don't drink?
Exactly. How bad are
Yeah,
you
I
going?
just got a real distinct not a huge amount of booze around you, Sammy. So that's good.
boring.
No.
You park in a car park, in a carport, not a garage.
No, I'm in the Dandenongs. There's no carports here.
No carports?
Trees. The trees could be my carport.
Beautiful trees.
Your car is quite small.
That's a no.
She drives a bus.
What's the 2-door?
Oh, that's small.
That's small.
Small to me.
Yeah.
And it's red, white,
Blue. Oh, the colours of the rainbow.
It's red.
No.
Silver. Black.
Silver.
Well,
No.
Orange.
Anyway, you don't drink.
yeah,
That's
we got that
amazing.
one, Mister.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like done 8 out of 10.
And
It's
she doesn't have
incredible.
any allergies.
Amazing.
Despite the ending, that was very good, Mister.
And there's lots of art around her, and she looks like a poodle. That's many hits.
Yeah.
Happy
And the
Valentine.
gnomes. The gnomes was
The
the
gnome
best
was
one.
amazing.
Yeah, that was
I'm going to get
huge.
single too.
I hate gnomes.
Are you
Yeah,
born
well.
in July, Sammy?
Beg your pardon?
Are you born in July?
No.
Remember the gnomes, though? That
Yeah,
was
the
a big
gnomes
one.
was good.
You hit the gnome.
Yeah.
Hit the gnome.
Happy Valentine's Day, mate. A dozen red roses.
You all gorgeous people.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
are.
I love you, Sammy.
Into
I
Flora.
love you.
Show what love really means with a dozen reddies.
This is why you make it. It means nothing when you say it. You don't know Sammy, and you tell her that you love her.
But my energy tells me that I love her.
She's getting a vibe, man.
I got the vibe.
By the way, you were great in that when you talking about Dandenong and the trees. You go, yeah, beautiful
Yeah,
trees
beautiful
up there.
trees, mate. Well, it is beautiful up
It
there.
is beautiful.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
It's almost a week since I made my triumphant return to the netball court, Dave.
I saw the photos and I heard you talking about it. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's on again tomorrow night, Tuesday night, but the game doesn't start till 9 p.m. So I can't do that one. I'll do the one after.
Good commitment.
No, that was my rules right from the beginning. I
Just
said
saying.
if it starts after 8, I'll be really
You
pushed.
rolled up and you played 7 minutes last week. What else do they
I
want
didn't
from
play
you?
7 minutes. I played more than that. In fact,
What position were you?
goalkeeper.
Oh, GK.
Yeah, against goal shooter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goal shooter from the opposing team, Neroli, joins us now.
Whoa.
Neroli, welcome to the show.
G'day. How are you, GK?
Yeah, good GS.
Wow.
Look, thanks for being such a worthy opponent.
Oh, how hilarious.
On my very, very first moment, my very first time back on the court, what was our first interaction there on the court?
Oh, look, you were extremely nice, Chrissy, with your hi, I'm Chrissy. Introduce yourself.
Oh, that's
You were
nice.
very... she was sort of jumping up and down on the spot a little bit, which was a bit
Excited.
weird. But,
Excited.
Yeah, a bit excited.
I do get
But, you know-
wiggly when I'm excited.
Yeah, you were a bit wiggly. But you know, guys, what her netball team's called? The Diamonds.
Yeah.
The Diamonds.
Yeah.
They've named
That's the national
themselves
team.
after the national team.
Yeah,
I know.
that's very, very.
Whoa.
Wow, that's it's very ambitious, isn't it?
Oh, I know, very ambitious. They were obviously feeling pretty damn confident. But, Chrissy, you know, we have beaten them before. I know that's hard to believe.
Your
But we
team,
have
the
actually-
All Sorts.
The All
Great
Sorts
name.
have beaten the Diamonds before.
Yes,
So-
of course. I'm not surprised at all. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Now, Neroli, do I get to play against you at any point again, or that's it?
No, we should meet again, hopefully. Couple of weeks, probably in another 4 weeks or so, I'd say.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you then. The reason... Yeah, go, Sam.
When Chrissy introduces herself, "Hi, I'm Chrissy," were you tempted to say, "Hi, I'm Neroli, I'm about to crush you"? Why was it all... I don't understand how it's all so,
friendly.
"Hi, I'm Chrissy, I'm Neroli, I have a good..." Like, aren't you in the middle of... Because Chrissy joined the game in the second half. Like, the game is underway, and there's, I would have thought, intense competition going on. Is that not the case, Neroli?
Sam, you may have called me a mole last week.
What?
But I'm not a mole. We're all lovely out there on the court.
I can't remember saying that. Neroli, you sure it was me?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm certain it was you, Sam.
I stand by it.
Now, Neroli, obviously we wanted to hear about, your interaction with me, but you've actually got something in common with someone else on the team at the moment.
Oh, no. Please be
I
Dave.
know. Can you believe it?
I can't believe that you had two of us in the
Two
same
of you.
week.
Yeah, absolutely. So weeks ago, for a social event for work, we booked Dave O'Neill for a 4 o'clock Zoom spot
Get the dump ready.
last Friday.
Oh, Baker's Delight.
The Baker's Delight Zoom. Neroli was there.
Oh, you were
in the
there.
Baker's Delight Zoom.
Yes. Did I talk to you, Neroli, or?
Oh no, I was laying low. I'd
Right.
been at a bit of a long lunch. So I was
Neroli.
laying low,
you were that crew.
Neroli, take us through it. What was he like?
Oh, look, it's a tough gig
It is.
when you're not seeing people's reactions, I imagine.
Oh, I could see people laughing. I just couldn't hear them, so I just keep going.
Oh.
Neroli,
Oh, you-
at any
Yeah.
point did he produce puppet bats?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
The bat was there. The bat turned
You
up.
know you're struggling. That's when you've told me. You know that you're drowning if you pull out the bat.
That was in the last couple of minutes the bat came out.
Now, not many
I know.
people narrowly get the sort of right of reply. Is there anything that you want to bring up
No,
with
well-
Dave?
Yeah, he did it was like a job interview. He'd done the internet search to do Baker's Delight started in Glenferrie Road in Hawthorne,
Yeah.
and we were like, yeah. Few too many bread puns, if you ask me.
I said to the woman from
What'd
HR,
you do?
I said to the woman from HR, when you sack someone, do you say you're toast?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're all making good dough.
Making good dough.
come on.
Making good dough.
And I did go to Baker's Delight and buy some of the products. I kept holding up the scroll
You had
and
a
say,
finger-
just scroll.
yeah, finger
finger bun.
Did you
Yeah.
get a few laughs and go, "Oh, I'm on a roll"? Did you do that one?
Yeah, so I was on a roll.
Exactly.
How did you use the scroll in a joke?
I said, just hold this, put it on Instagram and say I'm just going to scroll through my stuff.
Come on!
Yes! As
It was
nearly
bad.
pointed
It
out, I
was
can't
bad.
hear them, so who knows? Whatever.
No,
All right.
it was pretty
Anything
bad.
else?
But I did love his I do grey box, not Botox joke.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my classics.
Oh, that's
Do
a
it
good
for
one.
us.
Classic.
Oh, people say I look good. They go, is that Botox? I go, no, this is grey box.
That was fun.
Good on you,
And
Neroli.
And also, he did. There was a bit of a gratuitous plug for his book.
Oh, yeah, I hold up my book.
Which
I
one?
mean, come on.
Summer of 82. Well,
Is there more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about that one is that my partner found it in an op shop, and it was the one I gave to Glenn Robbins. Because I've written in it, dear Glenn, thanks for your... Yeah, and Glenn claims his house was robbed, and they stole
Oh,
the
my God.
So, Dave, does that mean I can get a gratuitous plug-in to the Baker's Delight Dough Getters program?
Yes, of course.
Off
sure
you go.
can.
Go for it.
Go.
No, everyone get down to your Baker's Delight and sign up. You get a free 6-pack hot cross buns at the moment.
Love
God,
that.
you're good, Neroli.
You said last week. You said you were told not to mention the B word. Did you not? You didn't.
Brumbies. I didn't mention Brumbies. No, right at the end. I think I brought it up when everyone had gone.
Oh, when everyone had gone.
Oh, everyone had gone.
Exactly.
Neroli.
But how,
Thanks
Neroli,
so much, guys.
how interesting is it that it's the CEO's a husband and wife team on
I
Baker's
know,
Delight?
they're great.
Dave.
Yeah,
and-
they're great. Elise?
Yeah, that's incredible that a husband and wife manage Baker's Delight, and it's Elisa's parents who founded the first Baker's Delight, which is in Hawthorne.
There you go.
How big's their house
And
now?
they were there too, listening to you.
I know. I was freaked out that they were there, but anyway, keep moving.
We got to go. Neroli, all the best next time you come up against Swanee on the netball court.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We love your work.
Sorry for calling you a mole.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
We crossed the JB at the Super Bowl, and never has the man sounded more like a chainsaw in his life. It ain't us.
It's very true.
Earlier in the show, this guy called Ryder called up and told us about his nightmare Valentine's Day. Please enjoy.
Got down on one knee and opened the ring box. And then she just looked at me with a disgusted look on her face and grabbed the ring box and chucked it in the river.
That is so harsh.
Wait, what? So you're not together anymore, I assume.
That's my favourite.
Very perceptive. A very perceptive man.
Part of that. The idea that he's coming back from that relationship's coming back from that.
Just so you know, we did put out to our, I don't know how many listeners we've got. We've got quite a few. For just one of your ex-girlfriends, we have received no calls, Dave O'Neill.
Yeah, they're all in prison. I know where they are.
Chrissy,
you know what? They're embarrassed.
Yeah,
They're embarrassed.
They are not embarrassed.
They've moved on with their lives.
Hey, they were
But they still remember.
They're with the guy from the Nugget. That's huge.
It's massive.
The idea that they're still in prison because they were in prison when you were dating them originally.
I used to go to Fairley on a regular basis, Fairley Women's Prison.
What have you got against Dame Nellie Melba's, whatever it is? No, Dame Phyllis Frost.
Let's get to Christy.
Chrissy, can you beat Ryder's nightmare story?
I don't know. It was pretty bad, but hi guys. Sorry.
Hi, darling.
Every morning. So I met a guy online. Like, this is probably about 15 years ago now. I met him online, and we chatted for a bit, and we arranged to meet in person. So we met at Crown Casino in Melbourne, and I was like, okay, cool. This is all sort of going well because we've been chatting for a while. And he's like, let's grab some dinner. I was like, great. And he walks me to the food court and goes to KFC.
Are you sure this wasn't?
Sing a burger.
Are you sure this wasn't Dave O'Neill?
And then, so then orders and then goes and sits down, but then hadn't asked me if I wanted anything and sat down. Had literally just ordered for himself and then was like, oh, sorry, did you want something?
So an 8-piece box.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is getting weird. What's going on? And he's just chatting away, and I'm kind of thinking, how can I get out of this? Because I'm already a bit nah, I want to bail out. And then he starts talking about how he's real good at online poker. And I was like, okay. And he's like, so if you give me $20, I can go play some poker and I'll win some money.
Wow.
And then we can, I'll take you out proper. And I was like, oh, nah. And because it was a blind date and you didn't know what to do. You know, I did the girl thing and told my best friend and said, look, can you call me at 8 o'clock or whatever time and be like, if I want to leave, I'll be like, oh my God, something bad's happened, and I'll leave.
Yeah,
so
classic. The classic.
kind of had gone to that point in time where she called me and was like, hey, just checking if you're alive and if something bad's happened. I'm like, oh my God, something bad happened. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I've got to go. My best friend, something bad's happened. So it was super nice to meet you, and left and then never saw him again.
What a mess.
So he took you to a food court and to KFC, and then he ordered on just for himself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
You're still not together?
Hey, Chrissy, that's a great story, and I'll give you a few things. You got a dozen red roses from Interflora.
Unbelievable.
Show you what love really means with Interflora, but how cool is this? You're also going on a shark dive, an extreme experience for two people.
But it's with that guy.
They're going to burly the water with some KFC. Take your date to new depths with Shark Dive Extreme at Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium.
Jump up the waters with a couple of zingers.
Yes.
But also, you're coming to Nova's latest Red Room with this guy.
Take me to the April sun.
You lucky duck.
Exclusive tickets, Christy. Very exclusive. Thanks for sharing your story. That is unbelievable.
And happy Valentine's Day to everyone
Happy
out
Valentine's
there.
Day, happy Super Bowl Day, all that sort of stuff. Are you back tomorrow, Dave?
I'll be back. I will return.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.